Odell performed his demanding duties in an exemplary and highly professional manner. Under his guidance, the maintenance department signed off over 18,824 maintenance action forms, totaling over 49,124 man-hours of maintenance. Gunner Sergeant Odell established a mission-capable rate of 78.1% and a full mission-capable rate of 67%. Gunner Sergeant Odell's superior foresight and planning ensured the squadron always had ample access to send aircraft to numerous exercises. His effort and technical directives resulted in a highly efficient program that ensured the aircraft configurations were up to date and operated in the safest manner possible. Gunner Sergeant Odell's initiative, perseverance, and total dedication to duty reflected credit upon him and upheld the highest traditions of the Marine Corps and United States Naval Service. United States Marine Corps. Gunner Sergeant Patrick J. Odells was transferred this day from the USMC to the Fleet Marine Corps Reserve after 21 years of honorable and faithful active service. 1 December 2016, signed Robert B. Neller, Commandant of the Marine Corps. Thank you. Please be seated. Certificate of Appreciation for service in the Armed Forces of the United States of America. Gunner Sergeant Patrick J. Odell, I extend to you my personal thanks and the sincere appreciation of a grateful nation for your contribution of honorable service to your country. You have helped maintain the security of the nation during a critical time in its history with a devotion to duty and a spirit of sacrifice, in keeping with the proud traditions of military service. Your commitment and dedication have been an inspiration for those who will follow your footsteps, and for all Americans who join me today in saluting you for a job extremely well done. My best wishes to you for happiness and success in the future. Commander-in-Chief Barack Obama. Dear Gunner Sergeant Odell, the Marine Corps has been your occupation and family for many years past, and I am certain the memories, interests, and the future of the Corps will remain with you forever. Many desire to attain your accomplished goals, but few can compare to you. You have clearly demonstrated exceptional leadership qualities and professional contributions we seek of our senior Marines. We are proud, as you must be, of your successful career. As a teacher to young Marines, a source of wise counsel, and as an example of those salutary virtues we so admire, you have made a mark on the Corps that will remain long after you have left our active ranks. There are many young Marines you have influenced who will carry on in the same fine tradition that has always characterized the United States Marine Corps. You have my best wishes for good health and continued success in the years ahead. Semper Fidelis, Robert B. Neller, General, USMC, Commandant of the Marine Corps. The Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps. Dear Gunner Sergeant Odell, on the occasion of your retirement, I would like to extend my congratulations and heartfelt thanks for your many years of dedicated service and selfless devotion to our country and the Corps. You have made tremendous contributions and sacrifices throughout your Marine Corps career. As you prepare to enter this new chapter of your life, you can look back with immense pride and satisfaction on all you have accomplished. You have set an example of professionalism and leave a standard of excellence for all Marines who will carry on the legacy of our Corps. My wife, Andrea, joins me in wishing you continued success in the future. Semper Fidelis, Ronald L. Green, 18th Sergeant Major of the Marine Corps. Ladies and gentlemen, Gunner Sergeant Odell is now being presented what is regarded as the military member's most honored and cherished possession, the flag of the United States of America. It is presented as a representation of a grateful nation which he has so proudly served and honorably defended. It is the true emblem of our unity, power, and our purpose as a nation. We ask Gunner Sergeant Odell to please accept it, guard it, and let it remind him of the many young men and women he has guided and inspired to follow his footsteps over the past 21 years. Gunner Sergeant Patrick J. Odell. This is to certify that the company flag was blown in Jet 00 Bruno 164277 by Major Cascanini of Marine Fighter Task Squadron 312 at Marine Corps Air Station Beaufort, South Carolina. This flag was flown in your honor and in recognition of 21 years of loyal, faithful service to your country and the United States Marine Corps. Semper Fidelis, 15 September 2016, signed Harry F. Thomas, Lieutenant Colonel, USMC Commanding Officer. Now being escorted alongside Gunner Sergeant Odell is his wife, Ms. Kimberly Odell. United States Marine Corps Certificate of Appreciation. On the occasion of your husband's retirement, Kimberly D. Odell, you are recognized for your unselfish, faithful, and devoted service during your husband's Marine Corps career. The Marine Corps realizes that your devotion is provided with hardship and sacrifice, as your unfailing support and understanding makes your husband's lasting contribution to the country and the Corps possible. On behalf of Marine Fighter Task Force 312, we thank you. Given this 30th day of September 2016, signed Harry F. Thomas, Commanding Officer, Lieutenant Colonel, USMC. Ladies and gentlemen, the Commanding Officer of Marine Fighter Task Force 312, Lieutenant Colonel Harry F. Thomas.
All right, everybody, thanks for coming. Kimberly, all the kids. Who do we have sitting in the back here? Sorry I didn't get to meet you folks.
Kim's dad.
All right, sir, welcome.
That's my daughter's boyfriend, my other daughter's boyfriend.
All right, guys.
And that's my sister-in-law.
Okay, our career planner is right over here if you need somebody to talk to. So, as we were sitting here earlier, or a moment ago, and then as I was sitting in my office a little bit ago, and was pondering what it was I was going to talk about, so a flood of thoughts entered my mind. And so I'm going to try to address each of those. If I bounce around a little bit, please forgive me. First things first. So one of the greatest honors, I think, in a commanding officer's tour, certainly in mine, is the opportunity to promote Marines and award Marines. It never really occurred to me, though, that there's another, probably even greater honor, and that is this here, having the opportunity to be the retiring officer for a Marine that has served well and faithfully for as long as you have, Gunny. So before I say anything else, thanks so much for giving me the opportunity to be up here with you. It's a big honor. They say that the company we keep says perhaps more about us than anything else we say or do. And so when I look across the room here, between Sergeant Major, Master Guns, Gus, Chili, Gunny Nicholson, John McKay, Staff Sergeant Mason, Staff Sergeant Johnson, Woko back there, Petey, Gunny McFarland, Staff Sergeant Romeo. I mean, what more can you say about Gunny Odell than the fact that these are his friends? So that is both a tribute to you as well as to all you folks as well. We in this squadron enjoy a fine reputation. That is due in great extent to the fact that we have such a strong cadre of staff NCOs, quiet professionals that go about their day-to-day work without fanfare, without bringing a bunch of attention to themselves, and they get the job done, and they do it well. And so that takes me to my next thought. I alluded to it earlier when we had Gunny Marquez's retirement. For a commanding officer of a gun squadron, an F-18 squadron, there's probably 4 work centers or programs in the maintenance department that give you the most worry, keep you up at night, especially as you go into inspection season. Maintenance admin is one of those for Gunny Marquez. Tool room is one of those. Maintenance control, and then the fourth, and certainly not the last one, is TDs. So technical directives for the family. As the jets get older and age, and engineers and so forth figure out that maybe it wasn't put together as good as it could have been, or parts are deteriorating and so forth, these technical directives come out and say, hey, this must be done in order to prevent a failure of this component, or to make further maintenance more easy, or something like that. Over the life of the F-18, there are literally tens of thousands of these technical directives. And they come out for some jets and not for others. Some are waived, some are delayed. And so the weight of that, the ability to manage it is, the weight is significant, the ability to manage it is challenging. And when I say those 4 shops or programs weigh on a commanding officer's mind, they weigh on every other commanding officer's mind. I never lost a moment's sleep, never have worried a split second about our own TD program or our TD coordinator. So for everybody that knows Gunny Odell, he comes to work, he does his job, doesn't make a big deal really about anything, calm, cool, and collected. when I talk to a Marine that enters the squadron, I talk to them about really 4 qualities that I think are important. They are to maintain one's character. Gunny Odell has the highest of characters. And that's one thing that every parent can pass on to their kids. And I hope you guys are extremely grateful for the good name Odell that your folks have given to you. That you be trustworthy. Gunny Odell has 100% trust, both from me, from his coworkers, from the Marines, and I believe that in turn he exudes trust in the other direction. Professionalism, I touched on that a moment ago. When you look up professionalism in the dictionary, it says that a professional is somebody that gets paid to do what they do. I think it's more than that. In Gunny Odell's case, a professional is somebody that does something so well that everybody else that does that thing looks to the individual to see how best to do it. And that is certainly the case with Gunny Odell. Other squadrons, when they find themselves challenged with the same program that he manages flawlessly, they come and look to see how he does it. And then lastly, there's a quality of selflessness, and Gunny Odell exudes that as well. Over the course of his career, 21 years, I was looking at it. Of those 21 years, 16 of those, he was in a unit that was deployable, okay? In those 16 deployable years, he's done 8 deployments, is that right? 5 of those aboard ship. When you think about the 6-month cruise, plus the better part of a year workups on and off the boat, Gunny Odell's got more time at sea than most sailors, all right? Well over 3 years. So 8 deployments in 16 years of deployable service, if you will, out of those 21. 6 months out of every 2 years gone. Then you throw in the workups and so forth, and now we're talking the better part of a year out of every 2 years gone for the last 16 years, okay? If that doesn't say selflessness, I don't know what does. And all those things I just talked about carry over to you guys. How selfless is Kimberly for allowing Gunny Odell to do what he does for the betterment of our organization and for us as individuals. So thank you very much for your service as well, and to you guys also. So with that, I just want to finish up by saying, again, it's a huge honor to be up here. I can't thank you enough for allowing me to speak on your behalf. You will always be a checkerboard, so I hope that you'll come by, ride by and make a lot of noise in the parking lot with that cool helmet. Stop by, grow a beard. Apparently that's the prerequisite for retiring. Sergeant Major LaFountain, Top Moore, a bunch of others have got furry faces, so that'll be the expectation in your case as well. Come by with your cool helmet and a long beard, and come drink some coffee and tell us what life is like after the Marine Corps. Gunny, I just can't thank you enough. So, appreciate it.
Thanks, sir.
You bet.
All right, how we doing, 312?
Fights on!
Awesome. Hey, when I checked in, actually I'll let it back up a little more. When originally came back to Beaufort for the 4th or 5th freaking time bouncing between the West Coast and East Coast, I got orders actually at 312. So I was happy because I was going back to the boat unit, I had a lot of friends in this unit. So when I got on here, I checked in, and of course the MAG, what do? They like to move us around. Nope, you're going somewhere else. So I ended up going somewhere else. Didn't like where I went. You know, as time goes on, I had an opportunity to actually come back over to 312. So I jumped on it. And that was in January 2013. And I haven't looked back since. You guys, when I came in, everyone treated me like family. Treated me just like I was their peer, like a brother, a sister. You know, I have older sisters, younger sisters. For your Marines, a lot of them said you're kind of like a parent to them, because as a staff NCO, you kind of have to do that with your Marines sometimes. You have to act like a parent to them. Other than that, as far as staff NCOs go, and officers, I didn't say I worked for you. I worked with you, or you worked with me. I never felt like you were my boss and I had to do it because you're my boss. I did it because I cared about you and I wanted to make sure you're taken care of. And I appreciate that. Sir, I appreciate you coming out here and doing this for me. It means a lot to me. Out of my 21 years, there's about 3 COs that I actually look at and I really respect, things and how they treat their Marines and stuff. And you're one of those 3 that I really appreciate the things they did for their Marines and taking care of the Marines and still getting everything accomplished that we have to get accomplished. Sergeant Major, I appreciate you doing this. I like the things you do as far as especially you having an air wing background. Helps you understand a lot of the Marines and what they're doing and how they're doing it. I appreciate that. So, on that note, for my family, for a token of my appreciation, Kimberly, without you, my life even struggles as hard as it can. When I'm on deployment, I always look at you. Sometimes I'm having problems. And sometimes I don't even know I have problems, and you tell me I have a problem.
What is wrong with you?
That's right. But that's a good thing, because it keeps me straight and narrow. When I'm starting to have a problem, I don't realize it. You see that, and you bring me back, pull me back straight. And I appreciate that. Thank you. Jesse, I appreciate the support you gave Mama when I've been on deployment and gone. And you've been like her little sidekick and doing stuff like that. Now you're off in college and having college life. That's a hard thing for Daddy to accept. But I still thank you very much for helping Mom and us as a family. Sandy, you're a senior this year. I'm scared for you. There's life, it's hard, and then it gets harder. But I know with our family that we can work through anything. Okay? So we just have to get into college and then move on, right? Awesome. Thank you, sweetheart. Joshua, you're just starting high school, so you have really no clue of what things going on. You're just learning. But you have a good plan in front of you. He's looking at doing aviation, working towards his degree. He's already starting to work on that as a freshman. He has A's and B's already his first couple semesters. I can't ask for a better thing for someone just starting high school and doing that. Thank you, Joshua.